Welcome back to the Recharge Podcast. It has been a minute. In this short episode, I want to share how your video camera can literally save you thousands of dollars. Undoubtedly, when you travel, you have to rely on transportation outside of your own personal vehicle. This could be an app share ride or oftentimes a car rental. Typically, when you rent a car, they generate a little estimate of your trip charge, your tally, whatever. And when you return it, they're supposed to check you out. Lately, it's been nearly impossible to find anybody to check you out. There's maybe one worker there trying to check in hundreds of cars, and they just tell you, leave the keys, go, and we'll send you an email receipt. That oftentimes works fine. I've done this thousands of times over the last decade, but oftentimes the over-reliance on a person or a piece of technology fails. Recently, I rented a car and I put 89 miles on the car. When I brought it back, I checked it in. There was nobody there to check it in. As I was walking past the counter, they said, don't worry, we'll email you a receipt. I didn't see any workers out there doing anything with any vehicle. I got into the shuttle back to the airport, and usually within a few hours, you get a receipt. I didn't get a receipt for several days, and when the receipt came, it was $700 over what the estimate was. And when I pulled it up, it was plain to see that the person checked in the car had recorded nearly 700 miles instead of the less than 100 that I actually drove. Fortunately, I used my video camera to document this. When I returned the car, I placed the keys on the dash with the cup holder, and I snap a photo or a video of that. Also show the tank being full and the ending mileage, and then I also tend to shoot an exterior video, walk around of the car, including the return location so that it's easy to verify that the car, in fact, was in the car rental return location. This has saved me 3 separate times. Recently, with the excessive mileage charge, I was able to document that. A few months ago, I had returned the car and I got a call on my phone about 30 minutes later saying that I needed to return the keys, and they had already charged my credit card $500 for lost keys. And if I wasn't going to return immediately to the return area, that they were going to charge me additional fees because apparently the car was left running. I, in fact, had video proving that this was not my car. It was not the vehicle, and that the keys were exactly where they were left. I walked back over to the rental facility, and with some discussion with the manager, they were able to locate the car that, in fact, it had already been washed and refilled and ready to go into the rental lot. And so they took the $500 off my card. And this also happens with gas. I often times will get a discrepancy where they charge $9.99 a gallon and they charged me $100 to fill up the car, when in fact I only had it for less than 24 hours and I put on 15 miles. The car was brought back full and there was no need for a refill charge or a $100 charge. So I was able to document all that just through a quick 6-second video. So I'm just encouraging you to empower yourself, to protect yourself, not trying to create fear or paranoia, but $2,000 is no small sum of money, and travel can be stressful in and of itself, but having this extra little bit of security at the end of a trip can go a long way to restoring peace of mind. Hope you found that helpful. As always, be safe, be well. If you like this sort of content, be sure to like and subscribe, leave a rating, and we'll talk to you soon.